Hi, welcome. This is Dr. John DeMartini. This is one of the most amazing and inspiring shows that you can listen into. If you want to be on the edge of your seats, if you want to open up your heart, if you want to expand your mind, and you want to meet incredible people, stay tuned because you're just about to experience a transformative radio show that will change your life. And you're listening to the Dr. Pat Show that's coming up right next.
The following audio is via a Skype call.
Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. Talk radio to thrive by. Powerful, inspiring, and coming to you live, bringing you stories of people like you and me, busting through and living life full out. Get ready to dare to wonder what your life would be like if you knew you could not fail. Hey, everybody, welcome. It's so great to have you tuning us in and turning us on. Thank you guys so much for doing that. We have got a fired up show today for everybody out there. Let me correct that. We've got an energetic upgrade show for you guys today out there. I am so thrilled to have both my friend, my colleague, Colette Marie Steffen, joining me here today, along with our buddy, Marc Kettenbach, joining us. Now, look. Energetic upgrade. I think what I'm going to do for the show today, Benny, is I think I'm just going to say hi to them. I'm going to introduce them, and then I'm going to get kind of out of the way. But for those of you out there, let me just tell you a little bit about this amazing, amazing woman, Colette Marie Steffen. I have had the honor and the pleasure of meeting her several years ago, and she does a fabulous show with us, The Truth is Funny. And, when she and I first met, I remember talking with her, and she was so clear. She said, I'm going to do this Truth is Funny, and I'm going to write a book about it, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go speak all over the world. And I said, well, Colette, tell me a little bit about The Truth is Funny. She says, well, I don't know, because we're just doing it now. And I thought, wow, okay, cool. She's kind of like me. When you get an idea, you got to get in the game. She is amazing. And so, Colette, I would love, this is part of the deal. We got to say yes in a big way. I would love for you to tell everybody about our buddy Marc.
Okay, I can. Well, Marc is is in Germany. And Marc and I met about 7 years ago now at a seminar in Philadelphia. Uh-huh. And we both kind of recognized, here's someone that likes to surf the edge. And so we've been working together now for 7 years. What happened is we met at the seminar, and we really Marc is absolutely brilliant on at and NLP and hypnosis, and he's a very powerful energy mover, and really, really smart, and he's funny. And so when he said he wanted to work with me, we talked about it, and I'm very honored to work with Marc. He's a lot of fun. We always have fun, and it's always intense.
Yeah. And what I love about this is I went to the website. For those of you out there, please go check it out, energeticupgrade.com. When you take a look at Miss Colette and then Marc, and you're going to get to see this, there is something that you just can't describe, but you can see it energetically. Marc,
yes.
Marc, how does this feel for both of us to be talking about you?
Well, I'm very, very honored. And since I have been once or the other time on Colette's The Truth is Funny show, I'm kind of getting used to it that she's so nice with me. And we had other times too, because we really push each other to the edge. And I love that about Colette. She doesn't have a ring knot, not at all. That's like a friend of ours always talks about a ring knot, that there's a certain knot where people stop going further, where they back off because they're afraid to grow over a certain point in their life. And I can't seem to find that spot with Colette. She's always, 2012, I told her, you got to go to Peru. I was there with shamans. That is hardcore. And she was up for it. And this year we went together there. I can't believe it.
Pat, you know how the technology and how things happen? How it's funny, like there was 20 people leaving from Germany and we were meeting them it was going to be at the airport in Peru. And what happened is they were supposed to get there 2 days before, and we all ended up like Mark's.
In Iquitos at the airport. No, actually in Lima at the airport.
And they were supposed to be there like the 2.5 days before us, and all their flights got changed. People were in Spain, they were in Brazil, they were flying all over the place, and then being rerouted. And our flights, we just to leave Canada, it was so amazing how we ended up on the same plane as them, 2.5, like them a day and a half late, and us, just showing up then. And so we all got to go out to the ceremony space together. And that was not a planned thing, but the universe will plan things for you,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it does. I mean, here the three of us are talking, and this is what I love about this is, Colette and I have talked numerous times. Mark, you and I have talked as well. And one of the things that I've so know is that we can sit here and have the best plans for our lives, right? And if you're like a triple Virgo or something listening to this show, you've probably got 5 different pages of your life plan, your business plan, all of the plans. And what happens is sometimes life happens. And all of a sudden you find yourself writing a book, 2 books, both of you have books, because I want to jump right to that. We're sitting here writing a book about The Truth is Funny. I don't even know how that book got written. And then Mark's new book, and we'll talk about that. But here's the question for both of you. When you first started this and first started to talk about energetic upgrade, it was really before Dr. Oz made his big announcement that energy medicine was the next frontier. But you both knew that. So what is it that we, or you're asking, or you're encouraging, and you're helping us with? What is it that we're actually upgrading?
Mark, do you want to take that?
Yeah, good job, Colette. Way to go. I love that.
The first thing we kind of noticed that with all the energetic modalities Colette and I will be taught from very, very cool people all over the world that had amazing results. We one day sat together and we actually come up with the conclusion and we said, well, there is stuff missing according to how we feel about it. There is stuff we would do different according to how we feel about it. So we said, well, let's put this all together and structure it in a way that it makes the biggest sense to us. And for some reason, we then had the problem, well, how are you going to name this? And then we came up with, well, actually, what are we doing? We're trying to uplift people, energetically upgrade them. And Colette's like, energetic upgrade, how about that? And I was like, okay. And I think it's the perfect word for a energetic toolbox, actually, that has certain tools in there and will teach people how to use those to detect weaknesses, meaning root causes of problems that you kind of experience in your day-to-day life, because most likely the real problem, the cause of the problem is not where you experience the symptom. And we also added into stuff how to steer your reality, what are common laws and rules of the universe you can use for yourself, and in which way you can do that in order to get closer to where you want to go. Is that possible 100%? No, it's not. That's what you said, Pat, because sometimes life just happens. And we have to adapt to that again. But we figured out if people get closer to steer their reality and to shift energy to 80%, they're so ahead of the game, and they'll still have fun. There'll still be surprises in their life, but they'll able to manage it and go in the direction they really want to. And we kind of think about stuff like, if there's a holy cow, I'm kind of the person that thinks hamburgers. So I'll look at it and see, does it really benefit? If not, I'm going to get rid of it. And I'm not going to keep it because some tradition or religion or whatever is going to tell me I should. And Colette is kind of the same way, and that's probably what brought us pretty far.
What
Well,
makes
I mean,
me
wait a
laugh
minute.
and
Wait,
what
well,
I
let's
love
talk.
about it is I'm a vegetarian.
I was just going to say,
So you think
Colette, where'd you go on that? Because,
That's what
yeah.
Mark and I are so different. Like he's German, he's a male, he's in Europe, and I'm in Canada, and I'm a woman, and we managed to, between the two of us, that quality that you were talking about,
Yeah,
when we're together,
exactly.
I find that I operate at a very high level when I'm around Mark.
Yeah.
And I feel my energy
Oh,
increases, and
yeah.
just because we were both in Germany here. I was just in Germany, and we were working together at the seminar, and it was so amazing. It was so much fun, and the people were having such an amazing results, and you get so it's such a beautiful feeling to watch people have that aha moment, and we're just sharing these very easy tools. So like even the first night of the seminar, within a couple hours, people are already using the tools and energetically shifting each other, and it's fun to watch. It really, really is. And we had a woman there that had attended our seminar last year, about 10 months ago, and she was having difficulty getting pregnant, and she showed up at this seminar fully ready to have a baby any minute. Her and her
She wanted you to correct her not to get the baby until the seminar is done. Right?
Now that is a real compliment, right? This is their first baby that they've been waiting years for. And they had the baby. The seminar was over on Sunday, and they had the baby on Tuesday night.
Yep.
Wow.
And yeah, and in less than
4 hours, right?
and this is her first baby, and they were going to do a cesarean section the next day if she didn't have the baby.
Oh,
Tell you, Pat, you know what the weakness for the baby was?
what?
She didn't want to be born in the sign of Pisces.
I
She wanted
know. I was just going to say, but I did not want to say that to you.
Yeah. Well, you brought up, astrology. So this
Yeah.
baby waited until she was born on when the sign changed, and this happens a lot. And then the doctors are all freaked out. Why isn't this baby coming? And the mom's getting worried, and all that's really happening is this baby knows exactly where the baby's coming in now. The children that are being born now are extremely advanced.
Yeah.
They know what they want, right?
Yeah. And they know when they want it. I mean, this is when we're talking about energetic upgrade. Let me put something on the table for both of you to talk about. First of all, we are living, and this is our theme this year, Colette. I don't know if you knew this, but here's the thing. Mark's from Germany, you're from Canada, and I'm living in Seattle as a girl from the Bronx that grew up playing on the monkey bars. We are the three least likely people to be here talking about energetic upgrades, right?
That is so true.
I mean,
that's what I so love about Colette.
I mean, my gosh, aren't we the Mo, Larry, and Curly of talk radio right here? Those were the Three Stooges. I'm dating myself now. But what I want to ask you guys is this. We picked the theme, Miss Jessica, which we've got a great team here. Jessica, Linda, everybody here. Justin, Alex, everybody on the team. But here's the thing. We picked a theme, and we started last year, and the first word that popped out was called, and it came up to us in December. First word was acceleration. The second word was expansiveness. So our theme for the year, we set a theme, is accelerated expansiveness. And I have to say this, and then I want each of you to talk about it. What is happening is beyond anything we could have imagined when we set that theme in motion, not just for us, but the people we know that are talking about it. But here it is. It's very difficult to be able to operate in the world if that's what's in your life right now, if you don't have that energetic upgrade toolkit, right?
Oh, exactly. This is what I was just going to say, acceleration and expansion is it's cause and effect from the universe. And I learned this, studying with quantum physics with Nassim Haramein from the Resonance Project Foundation, that the universe is always accelerating and expanding. It's normal. You see it in nature. You look around you everywhere. You'll see it in like the Fibonacci series with the numbers, like, the number of branches on a tree and the pine cones and, seashells and all that. There's a perfection in the imperfection of everything.
Yeah.
And what we do is we share very easy to use tools that people can use immediately right away to steer their reality. And Marc is awesome at, talk about steering reality here, Marc. He's got a beautiful way of explaining it.
Yeah. Marc, what do you think about that, right? Because when we thought about accelerated expansiveness, we had no idea what would be put in front of us to literally accelerate and expand. And, some of this you're going to hear more about with us, but we're not launching a network with one channel. We're launching a network with technology that doesn't exist yet in radio at all. It's hard to even call it radio, Marc, but we're launching 10 channels.
Sounds like us, Marc.
Well,
yeah.
But most people would look at us, Marc, and say, "How are you doing that? Have you lost your mind?" And I would love for you to talk about that. I think sometimes I have lost my mind a little bit, but I think it's okay.
Well, I totally agree. I would say losing your mind is the first step to tap into source. And I really mean it that way. It actually is. You correct your mind out of your body and you'll be more connected. The mind has its place, and I see it more as a servant. If I picture my mind, I see a servant with white gloves waiting to do what I tell him to do. And most people kind of operate on their mind in order to solve problems. And that is like the first problem. Because with the mind, you're going to grab what you've been conditioned, what you have been learned, what was right for other people. But see, if we talk about reality steering, you could take two people and they've been, let's put it this way, and they've been on a flight, and the one flight crashed, but they kind of all of them survived, and the other person met the woman of their dreams on that flight. So you talk to both people, and they will have a total different opinion on flying. But both are true, and both are based on experiences. And both those people attracted those experiences into their lives according about how they feel and think during the day. And that also determines how their parents raised them, how they thought and felt, and how they adopted that at a very early age. But now, since we know that, we can't say, well, flying is this or that way. The only thing we can say is, if you dig more the common sense of that flying is dangerous, then you get more likely into problems with it. Or if you more on a subconscious level feel that it's safe and you'll get anywhere you want, boom, then that will happen to you. And the more we teach people about that they, to a very large scale, determine what happens to them and how they can choose it and how they can, so to speak, steer it where they want to go in terms of how they think and feel and how they detect problems before they even happen. See, most people think that they're in pain because they hit their arm. But the truth is, the pain was there first. It was just on an energetic level. But they're not been trained yet to detect that pain on an energetic level. So it moves on to a conscious level where they have, let's say, fears or other pains about what could happen to them. And then all of a sudden, they have an incident in their lives where they smack their elbow and then they have the real pain, so to speak.
Yeah.
So the earlier people realize that they can detect stuff that is not in or where they're not aligned, and they also get the message why they're not aligned, they can energetically correct it, and it will never happen in the 3D world. So they will never have to live through that physically.
Yeah. I love this because you both are committed and absolutely persevere to deliver information and training. You have a program, and I want to talk about that because, I don't think I'd be sitting here today if I didn't have some tools in my toolkit. I would so be completely overwhelmed, under-inspired, and completely anti-motivated. if I didn't have some things in my toolkits. And I'm not saying that I don't get like that from time to time. You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
you can't get rid of it all.
I'm a human. I'm a human being. But the point is that, you both have created a program, and I want to talk a little bit about it because we're actually going to give a seat in the program away. You have something coming out in April, right? And then you also have a seminar in October. But what is the program about? Because isn't this to help people with exactly what I'm talking about?
Absolutely, Mark. And we worked on this program. Well, we've been working on it for several years, but we started the video, production a year ago, and organizing it. It's a huge undertaking to teach people things that are complicated in a simple way. And that's what I feel we're really good at doing. We can take things that would be very challenging for maybe someone to understand and explain it in the most simple way. And that's what I love about our program. It's actually a 14-day program but every second day is like you don't access the next day. So it gives you time to put into practice what we're showing you. And on the first, the first day and then the second day. And so our program lasts 28 days, but it's 14 days of information. And I feel like it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Mark, I wish someone would have done this for us,
Well, that was one of when I constructed like the outline of it with Colette, one of my major intentions was, I want to create something I would love to buy. That was like my first thing. What would I love to have somebody offered me years ago? And then I kind of looked at it and I realized if I observe my cats, and if you have cats or dogs, you'll realize they're not going to hang out at the gym. They don't go to lift weights or something like that. But every time they wake up, they stretch and they tense, for example, and then they move. If you get them by surprise or a loud noise, they will jump away, but after the so-called threat is gone, they will then tense and stretch. So what I'm saying is, if something you want to learn is not incorporated into your daily doing, then most likely people will never do it. And that's for me, the biggest problem with a lot of good programs out there, that you're just not doing it.
You got to do it.
We created something that you can do in the morning before you get up, not more than 5 minutes. You get faster. At the end, it's not going to take you more than a minute. And you do something at the end before when you lay in bed, before you drop into a deep sleep phase, you'll do something again, a minute. And between, anything you need to do will occur to you during your day because stuff happens. I'm a big believer in put it into practice, meaning you do it, and because you do it, you practice. You're not practicing to do it, because that never works.
No, it doesn't. Here, let me give you a specific example, because when we come back, we're going to give a seat away. Two things I was struck by this weekend. One of them, it's real simple. There's a new term out in the world from a technology point of view, and it's the term hacking. And that's supposed to be a good term. It's like supposed to be a super technology term. So I get an email from somebody who wants to work with us, and they say, oh, we do hacking SEO, search engine optimization. And I'm thinking to myself, I would never hire you. I don't even know what that term means. But if you're this is a service? It's a new term now that's supposed to mean something cool and hip. And from an energetic point of view, why would we hire, why would we get into any energy with the word hacking? My head wants to explode right now when I think about that. So that's the first thing I want to say. So you got to learn what to plug into, what not. Here's what I want to say and have you guys talk about when we come back from break. I started to play table tennis again. And I used to play table tennis when I was in my 20s, and I'm pretty good. Benny's got a couple of pictures, I used to play pretty good. But then I went to school and I backed off from it, because here's why. This is me in my 20s, right? If I'm not going to win, I am not going to play. That's me in my 20s, okay? That's all about me. That's about my ego. If I'm going to play table tennis eight days a week, and then I'm playing to win. But if I can't play 8 days a week, everybody's playing to beat me, and that doesn't feel good. So I put my paddle down. Recently, right down the street, I noticed they play on Sunday. So for about 4 weeks, I started to play. Here's what happened yesterday. Oh, I can't wait to hear you two talk about this. I got up there to play, and I'm rusty. My God. Fast forward to where I am now. It's a couple of decades have passed, just to let you know. It's not like yesterday, okay? This is, it's almost insane for you to imagine me out there playing table tennis now. But anyway, I get out there and I'm playing, and everybody plays doubles. Nobody plays singles. And I get there, and all of a sudden there's this woman I don't even know. She had to be maybe in her 20s. Maybe she's in her 20s. Maybe 30. Maybe she's 30. I don't know. 20, 30, it all looks alike. And she's my doubles partner. We didn't lose a game. I never met this woman. I don't know this woman. But something about the way we played together. Somebody walked up to us and said, how long have you two been playing together? And I looked at him and I said, you know what? I actually don't even know her name. Let's take a short break, everybody. It's all about your energetic upgrade. 1-800-930-2819. You want to get an energetic facelift? Give us a call. We'll be right back.
Once I was 7 years old, my mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old.
Hey everybody, this is Dr. Pat. Many of you have heard me talk about the Lyme disease epidemic going on right now in the world. I want to tell you about my friends at Results RNA. They have now created an entire Lyme support system for immune system support, detoxification, rejuvenation, and neurological healing. Please visit resultsrna.com to learn more, and for first-time orders, you'll receive a special 10% discount. All you have to do is type in Dr. Pat at checkout.
Francine Vale is a being of light. She believes that all people of planet Earth are as well. As co-host of the Angel Healer radio show, Francine teaches you heart-centered ways to manifest healing on your own behalf and how to integrate love more fully into your daily life. Connect with your angels as you find your life flowing with ease and harmony. Walk the path of light with Francine and Dr. Pat Basili every month on TransformationTalkRadio.com.
Have you been seeing numbers like 111 and 222 everywhere you go? Do you feel that the universe may be trying to get your attention? Perhaps offering a message of some sort? As it turns out, numerical patterns and certain types of geometry form the very fabric of our reality, from cells under a microscope to the astronomy of our night sky. At Stellar Reflections, we offer special sessions which tap into these patterns, designed specifically to support you on your journey. The 111 and 222 activations are sessions activating new patterns in your energy field, which in turn can help you create new patterns in your life. After just one session with a practitioner, either in person or via distance, clients report gaining greater clarity, becoming more intuitive, and honoring their inner truth as they move forward in their lives. Curious about what these transformational sessions might do for you? Call 425-999-9836 or visit stellarreflections.com. That's stellarreflections.com.
Do you want to achieve your goals? Do you want to strengthen relationships with others? Do you want to improve your financial status? Colette Marie Steffen is partnering with Marc Kettenbach to bring you an energetic upgrade online experience launching in April. Unfold and develop your full potential. Visit energeticupgrade.com today for more information. That's energeticupgrade.com.
It was a big, big world, but we thought we were bigger. Pushing each other to the limits, we were learning quicker. By 11, smoking herb and drinking burning liquor. Never rich, so we were out to make.
Supporting women with healthcare helps them safely raise strong families. Church can happen anywhere. The people of the United Methodist Church invite you to join us as we put our beliefs into action for gender equality. Learn more at rethinkchurch.org.
I want to say about it. Yes. the 10 channels that I did reference, you can take a peek and just bear with us. They're not all active right now, but go to transformationradio.fm. And if you go there, take a little peek. Yeah, we're about 2 months out for that.
Wow.
And also, we're getting ready to launch a midnight. Our Psychic Talk radio show will be midnight Pacific time. Fasten your seatbelt for that. Why?
Cool.
Because we learned a few tools from Mark and from Colette. We learned some tools. Hey, before we go to the phones and before we kind of talk about the table tennis thing, you have a gift for one of our listeners, and it is about the program. But the whole table tennis thing I explained, you can't explain it. And I think, Mark, you said that. Logically, linearly, you cannot explain why this woman that I never met before and I didn't even know her name, that we could move as if we were one. Mark, before we give the seat away, how would you explain that?
Yeah, you give on a logic level, no way. The odds for that to happen are like beyond like 0.0000 whatever. But on a synchronicity level, on a level on if you look about yourself, how you emotion, your thoughts, where you're at your life right now, you attract people that fit to that. So if you now go out for plays a little table tennis, you'll get into a total other state than if you would go out in your 20s when you want to beat everybody, where you have to be a winner. See, there you create so much overestimation potential, we call that life's going to teach you, has to teach you a lesson. But now you go there to just enjoy it, and all of a sudden you have the best time there is. And this is hard to beat, because then you just in sync with the other person. You can feel the other person on a subconscious level, not even, there's no thoughts about it. It's just where people become a unity. And they act as if they'd be one body, even though they're two separate persons. And that's what you experience, and that's so beautiful when it happens.
I mean, it's really incredible, too, when we think about it, energy. And I just sent you guys a couple of pictures.
Yeah, I love them.
The guy, look at the face on me in that one photo. Well, hey, you guys, we'll put it up on Facebook later. But the guy in the photo with me is my coach. He was the national champion of Ghana, Africa, okay? That's me. And look at the face on me. That's
well,
my
you have
20.
A typical, I would say.
Oh my gosh! And oh, that is a face only a mother could love if you're looking at that. But
and I love the body language too.
Oh, do you love body language?
Yeah, your body language is saying, "Hey, I'm all that."
oh my gosh. But isn't this part of the energetic upgrade too? I mean, isn't it okay sometimes to say, yeah, we are all that, but we're not all that at the expense of other people?
Of
right.
course. And
there you go.
If you want to cut that part off of yourself, then you lose a lot of other stuff. People need to understand, for example, that's a good example, I guess, to explain. If you want to have freedom, everybody wants to be free and have freedom. But the other side of the freedom coin is discipline. And a lot of people don't understand that. See, my grandparents, they could barely eat meat and all that. They don't need to be a vegetarian because they barely had it, because they couldn't afford it, it was not available to them and all that. But they didn't need that much freedom, that much discipline in order to choose, because they were basically eating what they could get their hands on. But nowadays, you can go in any supermarket, you get everything you want. You have all the freedom to buy and eat what you want, but what you need now is a lot of discipline to choose what you do and what you don't. And that is the same thing here. We need to have an attitude once in a while to get into that we can change ourselves, that we remind ourselves where we want to go, who and how we want to be. Well, and all this needs to be happening.
It does, because how else are we going to keep up with things? It was interesting, and let's do this now. Well, let's give a seat away to our first caller, if we could. And sure. Benny will get your information. We'll need your name. We need your email address. But this is a seat for this upcoming event. And Colette, this is like a full. You get the whole full meal deal here, right?
Yeah, no, what this gift is a free online program. Our online program will be out on, towards the end of April.
Yep.
And with our online program, as I said, it's a 14-day program that you take over 28 days. There's also a deck of cards that will be mailed to you so that you can play. Mark and I, our manual for our program is actually a deck of cards. And man, that deck of cards has a lot of torque to it. There's a lot of people around the world starting to use them, like at the different seminars that we've had. And people are getting amazing results just playing with these cards, and just because of the energy that's imprinted on them. And what I love, 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 love about our online program is that we can very clearly explain to people what we can't share at a live event seminar, because it's 14 days. Our live events are 2.5. When we do a live event, we like to focus on the people that are at the event. And so, if someone's having specific issues, anything like, for instance, the woman who was pregnant, we were clearing her birth experiences. She's never had a baby, and so there was some concerns and fears around birthing. And then you also recognize that the baby also has experiences or issues with birthing, and you have to make sure that you energetically shift that, and also for the father. And when that was done, then at the seminar, we brought, we worked on that, and we work on people, we bring them up front and we show people. It's a very hands-on, our live events are very hands-on, and we like to focus on the people there. Our online program, what we're so excited about is all the things that we can't possibly have the time to share. We can share in more detail on that program. And I'm really excited for someone to win this. It's a value of $399 Canadian.
Nice.
And we will not have this out probably until maybe the end of April, the beginning of May. But as soon as it's out, we will make sure that we send the program to the people and whoever phones in here.
Yeah. 1-800-930-2819. We'll take the first caller and love to give you a seat. It is an online possibility. And so for you, it's an online program. It's fabulous. And it will help you to say yes to the expansive nature of your life. And Benny is ready to take the call if he hasn't already. 1-800-930-2819. I want to ask you about the program in a number of different ways. You've seen a lot of people come into the work you do, the workshops you do, travel around the world, but they don't leave the same. They don't leave the same way. So can you talk about that and give us a couple of examples of what happens when folks come in and what happens when they leave?
Well, Mark, I'm going to give you the floor because I was just talking. So
thank you.
Yeah.
They're all, first of all, we have people from the age of 14 to 60 something at our seminars. And a lot of people, one thing for sure, they never left the same than they arrived. A lot of people, we also do at the beginning, we will make very sure, first of all, that Colette and I are not close to being gurus or anything like that. All we are is, we talk about that helped us, and we're kind of like the first people to jump into something if we have the slightest feeling that could help to improve. And we also make people not promise, but raise their hands and be sure that whatever happens at the seminar stays at the seminar. So we have people that very openly talk there about their problems, about what they went through in life, and we shift those people and we give them tools, and there is weird stuff happening. I'm telling you, we had.
Do you remember when the rain started, Mark?
At our first seminar in Ettlingen, we had a guy up there who had a problem with his girlfriend and what he wanted and this and that. And then every time we did some shifting with him, he started crying. And in the same second, it started raining outside. So hardcore. And then he shifted again and he started laughing as if he would be insane or something. And the sun came out right away outside. And that went back and forth like 11 or something times. People were standing up and looking outside a window. People outside of the streets were looking up in the sky because they thought that some major big hidden camera thing they can't get their hands on. That was weird, I'm telling you.
Yeah, and just even little things, like we like to have fun. And when we were at the Vancouver seminar last year, in the morning we set an intention for me in Vancouver, that something that I would have a nice surprise that day. Well, not even 2.5 hours later, we were energetically shifting someone that was sitting up at the front, and I looked over and I said, is that, because we have big windows looking down on the street there, and I said, is that a bunch of naked people going by? There was about 100 and some naked people on bikes riding down the street. It was only in Vancouver.
No, Fremont at the Fremont Parade, right, Benny? Yeah. We get the same thing.
And so we were laughing because that was my nice surprise, seeing a bunch of hot naked men on bikes.
Oh my God. Well, let's talk about here's the thing that I want to make sure we are talking about, because I don't know about you guys, but I wanted to say for myself, and Colette, you have helped me enormously on numerous occasions. Sometimes we're stuck. Sometimes stuckness shows up as procrastination. Other times it shows up as illness. And anybody that's listened to your show, and please, let's make sure they know when the show is, but anybody that's ever listened to the show that you guys do knows that there is some healing going on. Isn't that part of this?
Oh, yeah. We had people coming into the seminar couldn't stand straight because they have a backache or a problem since like over 15 years, and we put them on stage and correct them, and then 20 minutes down the road, at the longest, they're upright and they can walk, no problem. We had people, Colette, on your radio show, right? They called in. They said they have a problem with their right leg for eons. They can do this and that, and we shifted them on the radio show, and this thing was gone.
And what's really interesting, Pat, is I get emails because my show is called The Truth is Funny, Shift Happens.
Yeah.
And it's the same as my book, The Truth is Funny, Shift Happens, Stuff You Wish Your Mom Had Known to Tell You.
Yeah.
And I have my favorite 6 energetic practitioners that, and Mark is one of those, and they're geniuses at moving energy. And so they do it very quickly. And so people phone in, and even people who are not brave enough to phone in will email me and say, and there's always this beautiful synergy. And, every once in a while, I will actually have someone come on my show that has attended our seminars. That's a student of ours.
Yeah.
And they're doing amazing work. Like this upcoming show on The Truth is Funny this coming Wednesday. It's 8:00 a.m. Pacific time. I'm having Nicole Short on the show, and she has attended several of Mark's and my seminars, and I've worked with her for quite some time now. And Nicole had an autistic son who had he was on 5 medications, 3 times a day, and he was going to be kicked out of school. And this was, about 4 years ago or 5 years ago. No, now it's a little bit later than that. She's been at this for a bit longer, and her son was totally off medications now. He's on the basketball team. He's he was diagnosed with 5 spectrum disorders, and now he's behaving as a functioning, happy child. And he's actually a teenager now. And this is what's beautiful about this, is that now Nicole is taking this information that she's learned from us, and she's using it in her own way right now. And she's energetically shifting people, works with a lot of parents right now. She, that have children that are supposedly been diagnosed with these major problems, and she's improving lives all over the place. I love that. That, Pat, is why I do what I do.
Yeah.
When you start seeing that people that were in this really challenging, difficult places, and within they shift out of it so quickly. And, to improve their lives, and then to also improve other people's lives around the planet. If we all stand in our authentic selves, and we show up, and we show up as someone that is coming from their heart, sharing really valuable information with a desire to improve the lives, our own lives, and then also improve the lives of everyone around us. That is fun.
Well, and it is totally fun. And one of the things I wanted to say too, and I'd love for you both to comment. I had a moment this morning. I got an email from somebody, hey, come and do our Millionaire Monday. And I emailed the woman back and I said, well, wait a minute, Millionaire Monday, what about the rest of the days of the week? I mean, if today's Millionaire Monday, what's tomorrow? Trillionaire Tuesday? And but because what it says is, listen, if we're going to do a show that's called, Talk Radio to Thrive by the Dr. Pat Show, the truth is funny, right? If you're going to do a show, that's going to be an energy that enters the universe every day.
Absolutely.
So what you and I are talking about when we're talking about in Marc energetic upgrade, we're not talking about one time go to this online thing. We're talking about this is how you get to live an amazing life.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah,
right?
I would definitely say it's beyond all the techniques you learn, beyond the rules and things, kind of beyond the energy thing. It's a lifestyle too.
Yeah, and
it's
Marc,
a lifestyle where people get more and more into that they understand it's time to raise yourself and all the people you know around you to a different level, to just have all together more fun, more lovingness, more sharing, more like it is time to step out of that. And
Marc,
of course
mention your nice to have book, like there's some of those tools also, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, we use and I have a book out in English. You can buy it on Amazon as a Kindle version. It's not printed yet. It's called Nice to Have N2H is the shortage. Nice to Have Fulfilling Wishes on Demand. And basically what you learn there is how do you talk to your subconscious to put whatever you wish for, because wish is a lack of things. Let's face it. If somebody wishes something, then they do because they don't have it. So what they actually are emitting to the universe is, I don't have it, I don't want it, and they don't get it. But if they change it in their inside of how their brain codes it into what we call a nice to have, which would be a coffee at your favorite coffee shop, because you always believe yourself that you can get it, you believe yourself you can afford it, and you have no doubts that the guy is not selling it to you, and you have also no problem, any self-esteem problem that you deserve to have that coffee.
Yeah.
So if you can put your wish at the same place where your subconscious would put your nice to have, you get it way faster. Also, I have in there some nice switches where you can, for example, the I don't care switch. If you can, I show you how you can press your thumb and your middle finger together, and how you get to a place where you then start an emotion in your body where you just don't care about something. So if something bad happens to you, just press that switch, and you feel, oh, okay, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
It is brilliant. And we've got a caller wants to chat, man. Let's go to the phones. But before we do, energeticupgrade.com, thetruthisfunny.com. Benny, who do we have?
Joanna.
We only have a couple minutes here, but let's do it.
Joanna from England. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Joanna.
Hello. Hello, Colette and Marc. Hi, it's me, Joanna. I used to call from Poland, and now I just wanted to say I'm in England.
You moved?
Yeah, I used to. Yes, I have.
Good for you.
Yeah, I just want to say. Yeah, I just want to say hello. And I don't know. Like it feels like I'm here, and I feel a bit energetically congested. I feel a bit like. It feels like I'm here, but I just don't know where to move and how to go on.
Well, she should call into your show, Colette, right?
Call in on Wednesday, and we'll work on that. We only have a couple minutes left here, so I think it's awesome that you're going to get this free online program. You'll be one of the first to get it, and we'll, if
congratulations!
You give, woohoo!
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yes.
We're giving away this free program today. It's valued at $399 Canadian dollars. Marc, what's it in euros? 299 euros?
299 euros. Yeah, 299 euros.
So this program
is it really for me?
And you will have access 1 year to that program.
Yeah.
So you can look it over and over again, go back and forth after those 14 or 28 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. Well, I love it. And Colette, how can they call into your show? Please tell them.
Okay, they can call in the same number you have here, 1-800-930-2819. If you go to Facebook, The Truth is Funny with Colette, and all the other social media, you can go to my website, Transformation Talk Radio, and this is www.thetruthисfunny.com. And we'd love to hear from you. You can call and get free energetic shifts on my show. As I said, I have my favorite energetic practitioners, and they are brilliant.
I love it. And by the way, Joanna, hold on, don't hang up. We'll get your information. Hey, thank you guys. Thank you both for tuning us in, turning us on. What a great show.
Thank you, Pat, for having me. Thank you, or us.
Yes.
Yeah. And I want to thank all the callers for tuning us in and turning us on. And just again, please know you can find out more about Marc, find out about Energetic Upgrade by going to energeticupgrade.com. And of course, Colette, you can find out a lot about by going to The Truth is Funny. You're going to find out more about her show as well. And by the way, we actually give out lots of information about her show, her archives, all of the above. And guess what? We've got another hour coming up, everybody. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Preceding audio was via a Skype call.